Hey friends, we are looking at the Mystic Divination Book Nook by Insoon, set number SC9974 with 1,447 pieces. So what you're seeing here is a book nook that folds up and can go into your bookshelf. So we'll look at this box, we'll look at the parts today, the instructions, we'll look at the lighting kit. There's something unusual there about the lighting kit. We'll look at the stickers too. And in a separate video, I will review the finished model. So starting with the box, it is one of these reclosable style boxes, a lot of lavender and purple, and the three main sides that you have, there's a wide central section, but all of the sides are filled with magical and divination oriented artifacts and objects. So it's more like Doctor Strange and maybe astrology than it is Harry Potter. When I first looked at it, I thought, well, maybe it's a Harry Potter one, but it's not. It's a little bit more the mystic arts in general. And so you're seeing just lots and lots of objects and symbols. And here's some tarot cards. I recognize that. I'm not sure what those are. That might be a crystal ball of some kind. There is a mounted animal head, fireplace, and some spooky cobwebs. And it looks as though once it's closed up, it does have a bit of an architectural feel to it. And there's furniture and balconies as well. And think of it as a cluttered attic filled with interesting stuff. And here's how it looks closed up. So there's this architectural arch that closes to the top. Oh, and there is some sort of large decoration on the very top of it. Here's a better look at some of the angles that you can see as you get a little bit closer. This bookshelf, another angle on this, another angle on the cobwebs. And it does have a light kit. So we'll look at that too. Now the parts are compatible with Lego. So again, lots of purple, lots of lavender. In looking at this, I did not see any printed parts, but besides this one right here, there is a printed part. Kind of hard to see right there. You can see that one. It's a big one. That might be one of the few ones. And there is a lot of gold. So there's quite a bit of gold right there. These are bags 1 through 3, and these are bags 4 through 6. So more gold. On the Insoon sets, when I did like the dinosaur museum, the gold was really good. So there's a lot more gold here. There's another printed piece here, which is a dish, which is printed. So there probably are a couple of printed pieces. Here's another one. Is that a printed piece? Oh, no, that's not. That's a trans red, like brake caliper. Okay, and then where it's not a printed piece, then you get stickers. So they're pretty big ones. Insoon does this frequently, where they ask you to put stickers across multiple sub builds. So I'm assuming these probably will have to go over multiple parts, but that's how they've handled a lot of these decorations, is with stickers. Now, as far as the light kits go, there's 2 light boxes, and normally these light boxes have like coin batteries in them, and the batteries are replaceable, but these are not. These are USB-C rechargeable battery boxes. So this is a USB-C port. Here's the switch, and there is no isolator. It didn't come with one, and I just flip it on, and here you go. You got a 1x4 plate as well as these 1x1 studs, and it lights up. And then if the battery starts to run low, you just plug it in and charge it, which is kind of nice. And I've never seen this before. This is the first set where I've seen this type of battery box. I like that. And then there's another one, is a purple one here. Let's open this purple one up. Take a look at this guy too. And same thing, no isolator. It's got a USB-C port and an on-off switch. So we'll switch that. And this one is just 2 1x1 studs. So what I'm seeing here, it looks like these are custom lights specifically for this kit. There have been some other kits where it's just a string light and you just sort of weave it through. I love that they've taken the time to make custom lighting. So these have specific wire lengths, and these probably go in very specific places to light it up as, you know, in a more realistic way. All right, and so it comes with this. So this is a guide. So it's a printed guide on 2x2 tiles, right? So let's say A, B, C, and D. And the reason they include this is because in the instructions, they know that you're going to need a little bit of help translating the parts you see and the colors you see into the parts and colors you see in the instructions. So it's trying to tell you, hey, look, these are the colors you're looking for. So this is a normal brown, and so here's how the normal brown will look in the instructions. Here's a dark brown, here's how it's going to look, and so on. So I appreciate that they give you this little guide. They didn't have to do that. They could have just let you suffer, but it looks like this set does have a lot of variations on the brown and the nougat. This might be a reddish brown up here. So it's good that they included that. And then looking at the instructions, they are pretty straightforward. They're well paced. They use a light blue for previous steps, and then the current step you're focusing on, those parts are in color to make it a little bit easier to see what you're doing. And I think that's probably the right choice for this particular set because there's going to be so much going on. Here you can see they're giving you guidance on how to route the wires. So that's helpful. That's always handy when they help you with where you should be putting the wires. I think that's nice when they do that. Okay, and then there's some guidance here on how to align the studs, that kind of thing, where to put the stickers. Here's an image of the back of it. Is this the back? No, this is one of the sides of it. So it's going to have a lot of wings. Looks like it's going to be pretty ornate as well. And then here's an image of it all opened up in isometric view. And here it's showing you that it looks like you have access to the battery boxes from behind. So you can turn them on and off from behind, as well as charge it from behind. So that's nice. You don't have to take the build apart in order to access the battery boxes. And then here's your part inventory all the way through to the end. Okay, there you go. So I hope you found this helpful. If you liked the video, please hit like. And if you could subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. Thank you so much.